Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can also send comments to the number displaying on the screen. Please do not call the number. Just send the message and use the hashtag Good Afternoon Ghana. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Obiape ISIS AC. Trese, it will gold-plated things. Ye the copper pipes pa pebinaye. Gasia, emfa or how biam rodasanibia, enegum. Enye dede. Tansu of 4-in-1 filter system. 80 from a free mubano. Eye kroje. AC, ye the horsepower neto. ISIS kase eye 2.5 wa. Eye 2.5. Kululu bienim. Ye the abebiemo. Eye ISIS AC Super Promo. Date near 26 July. Akobim 8 August 2021. Upe Asia Efe. Na eche. Na chili. Na nche power. Eye ISIS AC. Comfort to yemi. 26 July. Akobim 8 August. Madam Hisense. Matiti Suse. Who? 5 years warranty. Eda Sutia. Hisense and Kwane to me yes amount. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Plastic and reconstructive surgeon Dr. Michael Obeng was called in.
The surgical team left this morning for
The mission team is comprised of 7 people, including Dr. Michael Obeng.
Dr. Obeng has reattached many fingers.
Dr. Michael Obeng has been the chief of plastic surgery at St. Elizabeth Orphan Health Center
Davis and
since
his wife are
2007.
thankful for everything their neighbors and Dr. Obeng were able to do.
was born in Africa and arrived here by way of
Dr. Obeng and his team worked through the
Dr.
night.
Obeng moved to the States in 1993. He attended medical school and then took a fellowship at Harvard Medical School in Boston, Massachusetts. In 1985, as a child, it was uncommon to hear kids say they wanted to be a plastic surgeon when they grew up, but that didn't stop him from achieving his dreams.
My name is Mike.
Welcome back to Good Afternoon Ghana. My guest is Dr. Michael K. Obeng. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Kakra.
How have you been?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Great.
By the Most High God.
We
Amen.
thank God. You're in the country for a short while. Tell us what you've been up to in Ghana.
So, yes, I've been working. You know, work finds me wherever I go. I came here to see family. I came here to see my dad, who wasn't doing too well. And I came and work found me.
Our prayers are with Daddy.
What did you say?
Our prayers are with Daddy.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine now. He's fine now, and he's having his best life.
Great.
No, but yeah, I came to see my dad, and in preparation to go to Gabon, because we were kicking off our annual tour for Restore, the charity that I founded in 2007. We have recruited about 23 volunteers to go to Gabon and do surgery. And I'm supposed to be in Gabon right now doing surgery. But unfortunately, COVID, the Delta variants that start to sweep through the central part of Africa, coming towards Gabon, I mean actually from Southern Africa up, and we called off the trip. So I started to look to do things that have been on my plate. I went to Akramu to speak to the chief, you know, to acquire land. This is something we've been talking since 2019. We finally reached a compromise on an agreement, and he has offered to give us 100 acres of land to build a world-class pharmaceutical plant that meet CGMP requirements. So I've been working on that, and of course,
it's a massive project.
It's a massive project. You know, we like to do big things, and we like to help humanity, and this is one of them. You know.
So, what is it going to do, and why Ghana?
Why not Ghana? I'm from Ghana. You know, because we have some of the brightest minds. You know, this is my country. Charity begins at home, You know, if you put all these together, then it's Ghana. You know, and people say, why Akwemu? Because logistically, it's situated in a perfect position, a perfect place.
Okay.
It's not too far from the port. It has the Volta River passing through it. It has new railroad tracks being laid. And it's a green area that I believe that I can recruit some of the brightest minds from all over the world to come live in Akwemu and work and make affordable drugs by Africans for Africans.
Affordable drugs by Africans for Africans.
That's correct.
That's interesting and that's laudable.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best with that. Hope you keep us posted so that we pay you a visit when it's all done. We come with our crew. But it seems like you're a very busy man from what you're saying. What's a day like in your life?
What's a day like in my life? It depends on what part of the country I am. I mean, if I'm in Beverly Hills, Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday, let's start with the phrase of the week, Sunday.
Okay.
So Sunday, let's start with Monday.
Okay.
Let's start with Monday, the first working day. So Mondays and Wednesdays, I usually see patients. And when I'm seeing patients, I don't start seeing patients until about 10 o'clock. But usually I don't go to bed until 2 a.m., 2, 3 a.m. Sometimes I stay up till 4, 5, and still wake up at 6, 7 to go to work. So on a typical Monday, I would see patients from 10 to about 5:30 or 5 o'clock. And then I would do paperwork from about 5 to 7. I might step out to go eat dinner. And I might come back to my office or go home and work till about 2 in the morning. When I say work till about 2 in the morning, you know, this is the time that Africa is waking up, so I make phone calls, you know, touch base with all my contacts, all the people I'm working with. I have a lot of business interest in Ghana, you know, Gabon, Angola, South Africa, so, you know, I'll stay up usually till about 2, 3 in the morning. Tuesdays I do surgeries. I'm usually at the office about 6:15. Surgery starts at 7. I'm done by 4:35. Same thing, go out to eat again and, you know, go home. I'll go back to the office and do paperwork. Work till about 2 in the morning. And if my kids are home, I try to go home and eat dinner with them and put them to sleep. You know, if they're not with me, then I do what I do. Saturday I catch up on sleep. You can't cheat nature, you know. So even though I don't sleep, my friends tease me that you don't sleep much. On weekends, if I had my way, I would not even leave my house. I would stay in bed all day, watch movies, sleep, spend time with my kids. But when my kids are with me, usually about 12, 1 o'clock, we are at the house. We go to the park. We play football. We play basketball. We play soccer. We play catch, and then we eat dinner. Then Sunday morning, we wake up, we get ready for church. By 2:30, we're done with church. We come back, we rest, and get ready for the week.
How many children do you have?
I have 6 beautiful children, very intelligent children. I have 5 boys and 1 girl.
Okay. And how do you balance? Because I see from what you're saying, there's an effort to balance work and family. You do your job and you try to be a good dad.
Of course, I can't do it all. You know, I have a lot of help. My mom helps me out. I have a nanny, their mother. You know, their mother helps out. So I mean, I have my kids.
Both of you are no longer together?
No.
Okay.
No. So on weekdays, I usually have my kids on weekends. You know, my oldest son is old. He's in college. He's 21. And
makes me wonder how old you are.
I'm 48.
Okay.
I'm a grown man.
Not so bad, no.
I'm old. I'm old.
Life begins at 40.
Okay, so I just started like 8 years ago. You're absolutely right. You're right. Yeah, my oldest son is 21. My daughter is 16, Mallory. Maxwell, Mallory, Matthew, Michael. Goes by Mick, so there's no confusion.
Okay.
We have Mick, Maddox, and Moses.
All starting with an M?
Yeah, they all have the same initial, MKO.
Okay.
So we have Maxwell Kwaku Obeng, Mallory Cameron Obeng, okay? We call her Mommy. You know. Mallory was born on Wednesday, so she would have been a queer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mallory was born on Wednesday. But we have to make the madness all fit. So she's a Cameron, Mallory Cameron Obeng. And then there's Matthew Kofi Obeng. And there's Michael Kofi Obeng. There's Maddox Kwabena Obeng. And there's Moses Kwame Obeng.
And the K in your name stands for?
Kwame.
I'm Amma.
Yeah, my mom is Amma.
Saturday.
Good people are born on Saturdays.
I agree. I agree.
My mom is Amma. My grandmother was Amma. My mom was Amma. And,
nice. You mentioned church. Makes me want to ask a difficult question.
Sure, there's no question.
What's a church man doing with plastic surgery? One would appear to be seen as vain. So how do you get that working?
So, when I look at plastic surgery, okay, so you just ask a very provocative question. Why churchmen, what men of God would be wanting to do plastic surgery? The way I look at it, so what women of God, what women of God want to put on makeup, what God made, plastic surgery, I look at it as sort of semi-permanent makeup, okay? The Almighty God made us all perfect, okay? But yes, sometimes we are not happy, or sometimes, I wouldn't use the word happy, sometimes we would like to improve.
We want more.
We want to improve what God gave us, okay? I don't see nothing wrong. There was a point in time that when I got really closer to God, I struggled, okay? My faith kind of struggled with doing gender reassignment surgery, okay?
That's changing a man to a woman and vice versa?
Yeah, I really struggled with that. I talked to my pastor. He asked me to pray about it, but I kind of scaled back on that, because I didn't want to change what God had created. But, at the same time, those type of patients are also in pain. They are stuck in a body that they don't want to be in that body, and for the transformation to be complete, I think sometimes we owe them that, okay? But it's something I'm still struggling with, I stopped doing bottom surgery. Okay.
Stop doing?
Bottom surgery,
okay.
To change the bottom parts. The top I still, we still would do because it's not permanent, but the bottom surgeries are permanent. Okay. If a man who wants to be a woman decided to have breasts, and we made breasts for the person, and 10 years from now they change their mind, I can take the implants out, I can reduce the skin, and I can create a chest like a man. Yes, you can also do that to the bottom, but it's also a very difficult surgery. So for now, I'll put a pause on bottom surgery.
And it's mainly because of religious reasons?
My faith, a little bit about that, yeah. I mean, mostly about it, not a little bit, yeah.
What's the most difficult surgery you've done? Aside the bottom surgery?
But it's much. The most difficult, when you talk about difficult, so there are two types, okay? It can be difficult or it can be painstaking.
Okay.
Okay, I think fine, I'll answer your question. Probably the most difficult and most challenging surgery I've ever done was to reattach 4 fingers. When I was in Boston, when I was at Fuller Harvard, a man cut 4 fingers off, okay? And came in around 3 p.m., 2:30. We started surgery at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. I did not finish surgery until Thursday at noon. It took me 20 hours.
On your feet?
On my feet. I did take a break. I had to go pee, I had to go use the bathroom, I had to get something to drink, but you can't sit and enjoy your meal. You just inhale your meal.
Inhale your meal?
Of course, if somebody went to get me soup, I just chug it. If somebody went to get me a banana, Coca-Cola, you would take breaks, but you don't sit, you don't leave, you step out of the operating room, you grab something, then you go back in.
Okay.
But of course, during this time, when I step out, I still have my assistants working on certain things that they can. That's one of them. To reattach an arm, it's one of them. It's one of them. What else? I think those are some of the most challenging surgeries I've done.
Why does it pay to be a plastic surgeon?
Does it?
Does it pay?
Does it pay?
Does it pay good money?
It's not about money. You know, if I wanted to make money, I'm smart enough to have gone into investment banking and work in Wall Street. I would have made more money. I love challenge. I love to do surgery. Yes, the reward, the financial reward is good, but it's not about it. It's if it wasn't money, I would be doing something else. But yes, it does pay well.
And you were born in Tamale, correct?
No.
No, you are not.
don't
Google
believe.
is giving me bad
Don't
information.
believe everything.
But you were born in Ghana.
I was born in Ghana. I was born in I was born at Konfonochi Teaching Hospital.
Okay. You're an Ashanti man.
I'm an Ashanti. I'm a Ghanaian. I'm Ashanti Ghanaian. You know.
From where in Ashanti?
From Adiababa. You know Adiababa,
No.
Ahunjo?
I know Ahojo.
Yeah, so I'm from right there. I'm from Adiababa, Ahunjo. So you have to go through Adiababa to get to Ahunjo. If
Okay.
you're coming from Adum. You know Adum,
Yes.
right? So I grew up. I was born in, I grew up in Ashtown. I lived in Ashtown until I was about 9 years old. I went to Kewa Methodist Elementary School, and then in Shirasi International School, right across from the golf course, the Kumasi Golf Course. And then I went to Prempeh College.
Okay.
Then after Prempeh College,
What was Prempeh like?
it was a lot of fun. It was fun, it was stressful at times, but overall, I had a great experience, you know, great friends, lifetime friends that I still am very much in touch with. I learned discipline. I learned how to tie a bow tie. I mean, a tie, a
So you
flying
did this
tie.
by yourself?
Oh, yeah. I
Okay.
learned how to tie a tie, a regular tie, a flying tie. We call it flying tie. All the different knots.
But doing the bow tie is tougher than the regular tie.
It is.
Okay.
You know, but these days, you know, for brevity of time, I just buy pre-made bow ties and, you know, I just snap it on.
Convenience, yeah.
Very convenient because of the concept of 1440, which I'll talk to you later.
1440.
1440.
Okay.
And then I learned how to use a fork and knife, a cutlery set. You know, Prempeh College has done a lot for me. Without Prempeh College, I'd probably not be here today. Then after Prempeh College, I did my national service. I taught physics, chemistry, and math at Aguna SDA. Aguna Surgery, isn't it Aguna SDA?
Aguna Surgery.
Is it the same, Aguna Surgery and Aguna SDA?
I wouldn't
know it's about 45 minutes an hour from Kumasi. It wasn't too far.
Okay.
But I lived there. I was, what, 19?
At that time, did you have it set on your mind that you were going to be a plastic surgeon?
That was the plan. I wanted to be a plastic surgeon.
When did that dream begin?
The dream began when I was about 12, 13. Around the Shirasi International days, or maybe my early days at Prempeh College. But it stemmed from witnessing Operation Smile, witnessing the power of plastic surgery, what I was told. I never got to meet the volunteers, but I had a neighbor whose sister had acid burns, which are called secondary deformities. She became, she tried to avoid people. She avoided people until Operation Smart came into surgery. And one day, I was at their house and I asked my friend Joe, I said, what happened to your sister? So a group of surgeons, a group of volunteers came from America and did plastic surgery. That was the first time I heard of plastic surgery. And I said, this is pretty cool. I want to be a plastic surgeon when I grow up. So that's where it came from.
So plastic surgery took you to Harvard?
So plastic surgery, yeah, I guess you can say that.
The dream is essentially.
Yeah, the dream took me to Harvard. But I went to a small college, so I left here in 1993. I left America on August 20th, 1993. It was a Friday. Arrived in the United States on August 21st. So this August 21st will be 28 years. And the rest has been history. Went to a small school called Midwestern State University in Texas. And then I went to medical school at the University of Texas, medical branch. I did my residency there. Then I did my fellowship at Harvard. And when I left Harvard, I took a job at St. Elizabeth Health Center.
Can I ask what Harvard was like?
Just another great institution. But you know, it was, they size you up. I mean, when you go to an institution like Harvard, you know, they size you up, okay? Because most of the people there have a pedigree that was very different from mine, okay? They went to Harvard undergrad, Harvard med school, or Princeton undergrad, you know. But you know, you go to University of Texas and they look at you like you don't belong there. But you know, by His grace, by the grace of God and the talents that God has bestowed upon me, they were shocked. And they were shocked. And I remember when I switched rotation from Mass General Hospital to Beth Israel, which is one of the Harvard Teaching Hospital, the guy I was working with, his name is Joe Upton, Dr. Upton. And Dr. Upton is one of the best surgeons I've ever seen. He has contributed so much to plastic surgery, and he's a giant in our field. Okay, his reputation precedes him. This guy is a legend. And to work with him on first day, on day one, I remember, you know, my name is Michael Obeng. It's like, I know who you are, because people have told me this guy is good. He's a good, you know, he's a good surgeon. But I'm sitting across from him, and we're about to do a carpal tunnel release. He asked for a 15 blade, which is the knife. You know, we call it 15 or knife, but most surgeons say 15 blade. He asked for a 15 blade. They gave him the blade. He tells the surgical tech, he said, give it to him. He never let fellows, you know, touch the knife. But he wanted to see that what he has heard, you know, what he had heard was true. And I was nervous, but you know, I put it behind me and we got it done.
What was it about you, or what did he know about you that you had done in the past that's sort of preceded you?
The other residents, you know, the other residents and students have told him that they've seen me operate and I'm good. I didn't know I was good, but I know I can do pretty much any surgery. But it was just one of those things that, oh wow, this kid is good. You know, I call everybody a kid because I'm a kid, I'm a big kid. But it was just the rumor that, hey, this guy is good. And he wanted to see for himself. And for a first day, for him to give me the knife, I was blown away. And I was nervous, very nervous.
But you sailed through and you did your job.
You have to do it. You know, you can't make, you know, nervousness derail you.
But some people think that nerves are actually good because they make you see what you're doing as a big deal and take it seriously.
Not really. You know, I'm a very relaxed person.
Okay.
If you ever came to my operating room, came to my office, okay, we've talked a little bit. I just don't believe in just people uptight. Okay? So I make my environment, my working environment is very laid back. I believe that people can thrive. Okay, this is me. I thrive. But of course, you know, under pressure, I can also perform.
Okay.
And you know, I always tell my patients, if you want to watch surgery, you can come watch. I wish everybody can come and watch surgery, but because of liability issues, I can't. And from that onwards, actually, we started to go live. And it was a patient's idea because they wanted to watch the surgery, and I couldn't let the patient. So the patient said, why don't you go live and I can watch it? And my sister can watch it in Israel. That's what we did. You know.
Can we talk about the 1440 concepts now? The
concept of 1440 is time. It's something that I decoded in 2019. I realized that there's 1,440 minutes
in a day.
And if you are not careful,
1,440 minutes.
Yes. So just imagine you wake up every day, okay? And you are giving 1,440.
So that makes the 1440.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just imagine how you are going to use it. Just imagine how your life will change, knowing how to manage it properly. I think a lot of time we waste so much time. People argue over nonsense. I don't have time. If you call me, if you have nothing better to say in 30 seconds, done. Okay? If you send me a video, and if the first 30 seconds is not going to change my life by educating me, you know, humors are different, but that's it. And then also all my rich friends who wanted to talk to me, I realized they were taking my time. They were stealing my time. Okay? I have a lot of wealthy friends. If I went to them and said, hey, you know, Mark, it's one of my good friends, okay? So Mark, can I have $1 million? Mark would say no, right? But Mark would call me and say, hey, can I have an hour of your time? It's 60 minutes. So I figured how much my time was worth per minute. And, you know, I would tell him, I said, you know, you're taking my time, but this is how much my time is worth. And I was able to cut away a lot of crap, a lot of things that were not pertinent. And it's made, you know, I'm not stressed out. And that's the concept of 1440.
Okay, I guess that's something I'll pick up today as well, and cut out a lot of unnecessary.
Don't let people, that's the thing, I come to Ghana, like yesterday I was walking out, and these guys were arguing, somebody hit somebody, they were arguing, I was like, and we're in traffic, and they argue for nothing. What did you achieve? Okay, this is something that could have been done in 2 minutes. Okay, I don't argue with anybody. You try to argue with me, you won, bye. Okay, I don't have time, so there you go.
Okay, let's talk about the kind of cases you handle. Looking at videos of yours online, so let me put it in the question, don't you get tired of seeing women's boobs or breasts and butts? Does it put you off at some point because that's you get to work with it?
When I leave my office, I don't remember what they look like. It's one of the jobs, you know. No, I don't get tired of it. I get tired of standing up all day trying to do this. I love to teach, you know. I hope to pass on the knowledge for the next generation, you know. But if I had my way, I would be doing Restore, okay? Going around the globe, helping people with reconstructive challenges, because a challenging case gets my adrenaline going, and I get excited, and it's more rewarding to me, okay? But yeah, I don't get tired. I get tired of standing up. I'm getting old. I'm 48. You know, I've been doing this.
You're not old.
I've been doing this on my own since what? Since I was 33, 15 years. I've been in practice. Of course, then if you add the training years, that's another 21. I mean, 6 years. That's 21 years. And being a medical student, that's another two, 3 years doing rotation, being in the hospital. And I never learned how to put in a back brace. So now I'm preaching to young surgeons, wear a back brace because back pain is occupational hazard. Okay, I'm 48. Since December, I've been having back pain. And sometimes it gets really bad. You see me on the floor and I'll be in pain.
Oh, sorry about that. Hope your chiropractor will help you with that.
I'm trying. He's trying, you know. Yeah, he's trying. So we'll see.
Do you sometimes turn away clients, maybe because you think that their demands are too petty or?
No, you know, of course, we turn away a lot of people. You know.
So if I came to you and I said I wanted bigger boobs, what would you tell me?
That's not, you know, if you have realistic expectation, okay, I might tell you don't need it, but if it's not going to cause any harm to you, I would do it. But you have to have realistic expectation. You have to understand what we're going to do and the type of results that you are going to achieve. And if you and I don't see eye to eye, then we don't have a deal. I don't care how much you're paying, because it's going to be a problem. Okay? For me to do surgery on a person, on a patient, they have to meet 3 criteria, 3 or 4 criteria. I have to like you. They have to like me. They have to have realistic expectation, and they have to be able to afford me.
Okay.
So if they meet all 4 criteria, then we have a deal. If they don't...
Why should you like each other? It's work.
Because if I don't, yeah, it's work. But, you know, the type of work that I do, okay, not 100% okay, satisfaction, meaning that not everybody who undergo the knife or has surgery or had a procedure will be happy. Okay, we know that. But just imagine if you don't like me and I don't like it to begin with, and you are not happy, okay, it's like a marriage. Okay, you're going to marry somebody that you don't like? No. This person who doesn't like you is not going to marry you. Because you have two people who don't like each other. If they go through a divorce, you're going to see what happens. But I have to like the person. If I feel a vibe that I don't like, I don't care how much you are paying me. And if my office the office senses something, and it becomes a red flag, they will bring it to my attention. That be careful with this patient. Okay. Sometimes I will double check if I still see that trait or that whatever the person is presenting with, that the officer reported to me, then that means that person is going to be a problem. So in that case, we'll kindly deny, okay, to be their healthcare provider.
Why do they call you the surgeon's surgeon?
So one of my friends, may his soul rest in peace, he passed. When I first moved to Beverly Hills, he said, "This Mike, he can do anything." I worked for a hospital. When my first 6 years in my career, I did pretty much everything, things that I was not even trained to do. Quote unquote, we call it just got balls. I like challenge. So when I moved to Beverly Hills, I used to help him, and word got around. One time, I think I did a surgery that people thought I was crazy, number one, which I am sometimes, but it was a lot of surgeries, and it took me 6 hours or less. I was fast. I'm fast. And he was blown away. So that's how it started. That's how it started. And I assist a lot of surgeons, and I feel like I can pretty much do anything.
Can you make me taller?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
How will you do that?
We break your legs.
Whoa.
No, basically we put holes in your legs.
Okay.
You put a distractor, something called a distractor, okay, or your hip, and we distract it. So I don't do that, but that's the concept. Okay?
So it's possible?
Of course. People do. I've seen patients. I saw a patient from Germany whom I removed her ribs, so that she can have tiny ribs. And she had limb, it's called limb lengthening. And you can get about 4 inches more.
I'm gobsmacked. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, everything actually, if you can think about
I was only asking to pull your legs, really.
No, you can't. I don't do it. Actually, I reached out to one of my friends, Bruce Zoren. So Bruce is an orthopedic surgeon. I want to do it. Actually, I want to go to Germany and learn how to do it properly. Okay, and I think there's a great market for that, and to make people happy, to make people happy.
You really care about making people happy.
Yeah.
You got involved in this popular case, Gorilla Hair, a woman who had applied a setting adhesive to her hand, was, frustrated and on social media going on about it. Why did you decide to get involved?
Because they asked me, "Can you do that?" I said, "Sure, I can. Let's go." No, I just like challenge. But actually, when that case started, when Tessica's ordeal was made known to the world, I'm not on social media. Even though I have social media presence,
Yeah, I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, I have a team that manages my social media. My personal phone, I don't have social media on it. So when my patient coordinator asked me, "Doc, can you remove Gorilla Glue?" I said, "Yes, I can. Let's go." That Monday I was not in the best of moods. I thought our office, we need to get things and we have too much fun. So then they said, "Doc, can you?" I said, "Yes, I can. Let's go." Say, "We are serious." I said, "Yes." I didn't, and then they showed me the video, and I said, "Wow." And they said, "How much would you charge for something like this?" And I said, "About maybe $12,500 to $15,000
$.
So, yeah. And 2 hours later, they said, "Okay, she's coming on Wednesday." And that was it, And I even thought I was joking. I almost lost $1,000 because I was going to bet a friend of mine, and I said, "She's not coming. She did it for publicity." I was one of them. Okay, and on Wednesday, when she showed up, I said, "Wow, this is real." Okay, she did this by mistake. A lot of time when people are doing something for attention, they never show up, And this is not the first time I've offered to do surgery for free. When I lived in Ohio, there was a patient that I saw at Port. Okay, and you can Google him. He had a huge neurofibroma on his face, multiple surgeries. One of the nurses brought the case to my attention. I reached out to the patient. Patient showed up. I offered him surgery. She denied. But so I thought she was going to be one of those people. But she honestly had, made a mistake. And she showed up, and we were able to detangle the glue and safely, separate her hair and make sure that we did not hurt or injure her scalp. And now she's doing amazing.
That also got you into the publicity bit of it, no?
I did not do it for publicity. I did not know that this was going to be, this case had captivated the whole world. Okay, I was getting phone calls from India, all parts of the world. I still get mail today to thank you for doing this. And of course it happened in February, which happens to Black History Month. So, but I attribute everything to the grace of God. I couldn't have done this, because I'm intelligent or because I'm that good. But, all of this happened because of the grace of God.
The grace of God.
Yeah.
Talking about Restore, you mentioned Restore earlier. For what, over 10 years plus, you've been doing reconstructive surgery across
14
years across Africa.
Yes.
What are some of the challenging cases that you've encountered?
So one of the most interesting cases that we have encountered, and it's just not just me, Restore is where it is today because of selfless volunteers from all over the world. Okay, but one of the most challenging cases that we have ever encountered was in 2019, where we saw a girl named Dorothy. Dorothy is a true hermaphrodite, both sexes.
Okay.
Beautiful girl. Now she's a girl now. She had breasts. She probably had 36D breasts. Bra. She had a scrotum, okay, bigger than mine. She had a penis. And she was shaped like a woman.
Okay.
Okay, and she was trapped. And it's funny. And, people bring humor, okay? This girl was happy, of course, did not want to have both parts. So jokingly, when I was asking, her, I said, do you like men or women? She's like, I like both because I have both parts. Yeah,
makes sense.
Makes sense. By the time she was dating a girl.
Okay.
And then we were able to do gender reassignment surgery. We removed the penis, used the scrotum to make a vagina, dug a hole, okay, and put a skin graft to line it up.
But there'll be no womb?
No, she cannot have babies. Use the pineal gland, the shaft that made the head of the penis, designed it and to make a clitoris out of it. It was beautiful, but it was
because they're similar.
Because the sensory organs are mostly the glands. Okay, so we were able to take the glands down and use the glands to make a clitoris, so that at least she can get excited doing, when she is trying to get intimate. Yeah.
So, Doug, what do you do for fun?
I sleep for fun. There is such a thing. Sleeping makes me happy because when I'm tired, I get a little cranky. And that's not my style. I don't like to be cranky. So when I'm not working, when I'm not spending time with my children, and when I'm not eating out, unless you want to include eating out as something you do, a hobby, then it's sleep.
Introducing a deal that's too good to miss. Pay for 1 month of Showmax Pro or Showmax Pro Mobile and get a second month on us.
He's the world champion.
That's 50% off Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 action and world-class football, as well as first and exclusive local series.
It makes sense, right?
movies, kids shows, and more. Sign up now.
Kids say the darndest things.
One platform, many talents.
And they talk about everything. Breakfast.
What is mommy like at home? Tell the truth.
She likes cereal sometimes in the afternoon.
When are you supposed to eat cereal?
In the morning.
Banking and more.
What kind of questions do they ask?
How long will this bank account last?
Showing every Sunday evening. Prime time, 5 to 5:30 p.m. with a catch-up on Wednesdays, 4 to 4:30 p.m.
Kids always say what they wanna.
Metro TV. Insightful and inspiring moments.
Welcome back. I'm here with Dr. Michael Obey, and he gave me some interesting products for myself and very benevolent for my twin sister as well. This is what face mask.
The face mask.
And this
it's called
is
the Restore.
Restore.
And it's made from orchids.
From orchids.
Orchid stem cell mask. So from stem cells, yeah.
Okay. So this will make me prettier.
Make you pretty, already pretty. It was just, you're gonna glow.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
And this?
This is one shot. This is my favorite.
Okay.
When I was developing this in 2019, I drank a lot of this. I lost weight. I lost about 20 pounds. With this, like I always tell people, and I'll show you, it's super vitamins.
Okay.
It has a special ingredient, selenium, and it's an appetite suppressant. For me, it's of course super vitamins. But it is one of my favorite things. Okay, and I drink it all the time. See, that's it.
So it's liquid.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'll go all day without food.
What does it taste like? Is it sweet?
You can try it. Yeah, it's sweet.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, see, my kids love it, but it's super vitamins and it works. And if I show you what I look like, be like, wow. And I don't work out. I'm not preaching not to work out. I just don't have enough time. So now I use food as medicine.
Okay.
Okay. I choose my food wisely. I take my one shot every morning so I can get my necessary vitamins. And it curbs your appetite. The selenium, tags the what we call telomeres, the DNA, the last part of DNA that causes aging, and it makes you look younger. So that's why I love it.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the awards that you received over the years for your work.
I've received so many awards from Prempeh College, from Ishes International.
Oh wow!
Ishes International, I was the school prefect. It's some type of award. They usually.
That means you were a serious student.
They usually choose the
best students, yeah.
To be the school prefect.
Yeah.
So I was the school prefect. Prempeh College, I was part of the Big Six.
What's Big Six? Is it
the Big Seven? So usually when you come to Lower Six or Prempeh, they would choose the Big Six. Okay. And they'll call it Big Eight. So they call them Mole Mole. The Big Six becomes basically the leadership of the school. So 3 will become school prefects, and 3 will become dining hall prefects. And I was part of the Big Six. So we maintain discipline, order, and yeah. So that was an accomplishment, to be part of the Big Six. In college, I was part of the leadership of the Black Student Union. Leadership of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Medical school got lots of awards, research awards. humanitarian awards. The last award I just received is the International Man of the Year by the Hollywood and African Prestige Award, which is scheduled to be held in California in October. Last year I was recognized as one of the most influential 100 black people in America, in the world, by Ebony Magazine. So each year Ebony has the Ebony Power 100, and they choose 100 influential people, and I happen to be one of them. I've been cited by the city of Beverly Hills for the work that we do, the county of Los Angeles for the work that we do. And when I was younger, under the age of 40, I was chosen as one of the MVP, most valuable professional.
Okay.
40 under 40, so I got that twice. I was once recognized as one of the most intriguing people in Mahoning County by the Business Journal in the Northeast Ohio region. What else? But I think of all these things, my most, the one that really hits home with me is being recognized or being selected by students to give the commencement speech. Okay, to be a commencement speaker, to share the stage with the likes of former governor of Texas, Ben Carson and all to share that stage, that meant a lot to me. To be able
He's a surgeon too.
Yeah, to be able to deliver the commencement speech for my alma mater, Midwestern State University.
Okay.
And that's something I would never take lightly. So I have been blessed, and I thank the Almighty God for all the things that He has done in my life and continues to do in my life.
You've also done a lot of research. I'm trying to count, but I think I've stopped scribbling.
But to get into plastic surgery, it was one of those things. When I decided to do plastic surgery, of course, I knew what I wanted to do. But when I went to talk to the chairman of plastic surgery at my school at the time, Dr. Linda Phillips. Dr. Linda Phillips looks at me, she looked at my grades and said, "Michael, you're smart, but smart is not going to get you to plastic surgery." Because the competition at the time, there are about 88 programs in the whole United States. Okay, 88 hospitals or teaching hospitals that would take medical students from, to train as plastic surgeons. Actually, no, 88. Okay, there are two traditional ways to become a plastic surgeon. So there's the independent model, okay, and then the fellowship model. So the fellowship model, after medical school, you have to do general surgery, you have to do ENT or some type of surgical field, neurosurgery, and then you apply to plastic surgery where you do a 2 to 3 year fellowship. Depends on the training program. I got lucky. God favored me once again, and I was able to get into an integrated model, which means they would take you straight from medical school. But that's one of the most competitive fields because you are competing. For the 88, I think 37 were integrated, meaning they would take you from medical school. The average plastic surgeon spot for most training programs about 2.5. So we are talking about, I think, about 80 programs. 80, they were taking 90 to about 100. Okay, students from all over America to train as plastic surgeon, and I happened to be one of them. So that was quite a feat for me. But Linda Phillips, Dr. Phillips helped me a lot. With my grades and all, I would have never been a plastic surgeon. I got into plastic surgery. And the reason why I published a lot or wrote a lot of book chapters was Dr. Phillips told me, for you to be competitive, you have to do research. Thanks to Dr. Herndon. Dr. Phillips then sent me to go see a gentleman named Dr. David Herndon, who at the time was the chief of staff and director of research, and he pretty much had every title. He owned Shriners Hospital. He ran Shriners Hospital, and as soon as I left Dr. Phillips' office, I went to Dr. Herndon's office and I said, "Dr. Phillips wants me to talk to you." And as soon as I said, she wants me to talk to you about research. He said, "Okay, when can you, okay, go to the lab now." But I'm one of those people. Okay, these days, these kids, when you give an opportunity, they don't take it. The day I didn't go there to go to work, but when I asked to work, He put me to work the same day. Because
and
of
you
him,
availed yourself.
Of course, you know, the 3 principles, the 3 A's, okay, the 3 A's for success, and we talk about it. But with the help of Dr. Herndon, I was able to secure to be recognized by the National Institute of Health. I got an NIH grant, which was unheard of for a medical student. And of course, it was also by the grace of God. Because I remember going to church that Sunday, and I asked the church to pray for me so that I can be, selected as one of, I think, 50 people they were trying to give scholarship, to give an NIH grant. And I got a grant about $37,000 as a medical student, which was a lot of money. It was unheard of. So I can't charter the course of my life. I can't, take credit for that. Everything that's happened, and sometimes it blows my mind. And I know that it's only favor from God.
With your work, with your success in plastic surgery, the work you're doing with Restore, a day will come where you will no longer be on this earth. How would you want to be remembered?
That's a great question. I want to be remembered by the man who put many smiles on many faces, okay? I want to leave the legacy of Restore. Be able to build Restore so that Restore can stand on 2 feet. That when I'm no longer on this earth, people will still continue to give back by giving free surgery through the vehicle, or through the channel that created Restore. That's what I want to be remembered for.
Dr. Michael Obeng, thank you so much for your time
Thank
here
you,
on Good
Kakra.
Afternoon.
My pleasure.
Wish you all the best, and we'll see you sometime soon.
See you soon.
Future.
God bless you.
You too. Okay, so that's our show today. Dr. Michael Obeng has been our guest. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sending your messages. We'll do this again next time. I'm Francisca Kakra-Forsen. Bye-bye.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
The world has seen a lot of evolution in recent times. Global network facilitated by trade continues to grow stronger and forge nations closer together.
On International Trade Focus, we'll share with you the current industry, tech and commercial avenues turning the world's trade wheel. This is your gateway to international business connections and trading events. Get the inside views, vital information, trends and analysis on emerging trade giants in Ghana and beyond. International Trade Focus, the Global Television Trade Showcase, transcending barriers in creativity and innovation. Join me, Ernest Pugh, as I give you a whole menu of international trade activities. International Trade Focus, your timely business hub.